Hello everyone. In the previous class, we have discussed about the different input devices and also the memory unit of a computer. So today we will again discuss the rest part of the memory unit. So different input device or memory unit or so আজি তোমালোকক কি দিকাম rest part of the memory unit or আৰু কি বলগা আছে এখিনি আমি আজি আলোচনা কৰিম so in the previous class in memory unit memory is mainly divided into two. One is primary memory and second one is secondary memory. So primary memory is also called the main memory and secondary memory is also called the auxiliary memory. So in the primary memory it is again divided into RAM and ROM, and RAM is also divided into static RAM and dynamic RAM, and in the ROM is again divided into PROM, programmable read-only memory, next EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory, and another is EEPROM, that is electrically erasable programmable ROM. So we have already discussed it. So today we'll discuss the rest part of the memory unit. So when you write anything in the computer, আমি যেতিয়া কম্পিউটাৰত কিবা লিখিব লাগা হয়, কম্পিউটাৰত লিখিলে কি হয়, memory occupies the memory occupies করে. So suppose you have written A in the computer. আমি যেতিয়া কম্পিউটাৰত A এটা টাইপ কৰিম, when you type A into the computer, then type korar loge ki hobo, it occupies memory occupy kore. Now eta kiman, how much memory it will occupy, kiman byte occupy koribo, kiman memory occupy kore. So ami kiba ta type korar loge ki koribo, computer eta memory occupy kore, eta kiman byte occupy koribo, and what is the smallest memory unit of a computer. Computer ekebare smallest memory unit to ki sob bilak today we will discuss it. So here when you type A into the computer, ete korar loge ki koribo, it minimum occupies 8 bit of memory, bit. So do you know the meaning of bit? Bit mane janagi bit. So it occupies the 8 bit of memory. So bit means binary digit. Okay, so do you know binary number janani binary? So we will discuss different numbering system. I mean numbering system paisa. So do you know the binary number? Binary mane janani, and what is its base? Here base given binary number. So binary means 0 and what is called the binary number, and its base is the number is kora hoy karone its base is 2. Here base 2 clear. So we'll discuss the numbering system later. So ki hobo minimum kiman logo, it occupies 8 bit of memory. So this is called the smallest memory unit of a computer. Computer is the smallest memory unit. Now we another measuring units of computers are computer or memory measuring units. So different memory measuring units of the computers are, so 8 bit to holds ekebare small. 8 bit is equivalent to 1 byte, byte. That means the different memory measuring units are byte, next kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, etc. So here 8 bit is equivalent to 1 byte. Next 1024 byte is equivalent to 1 KB. KB means kilobyte. Okay, kilobyte. Next 1024 KB is equivalent to 1 MB. MB means megabyte. Next 1024 MB is equivalent to 1 GB. GB means gigabit. So do you know GB to is a gigabyte? Next 1024 GB is equivalent to 1 TB. TB means terabyte. 1024 TB is equivalent to 1 PB, means petabyte. Etc. So these are the measuring units of a computer. Computer or any measuring units. So now question is that what is the smallest measuring units of a computer? Computer is the smallest measuring unit. So the smallest measuring unit of a computer is 8 bit or 1 byte. I mean, it will become 1 byte. Will become no 8 bit. This is the smallest measuring units of a computer. Okay. What do you mean by byte? A group of 8 bit is called a byte. हमने की कहो में 8 bit 8 binary number log लगे लिया था की है तो byte है. That means 0101 is called the binary number. So 8 when it groups 8 bit log लगे लिया की है तो byte है. Next nibble NIBBLE. What do you mean by byte and nibble? So you will get the question in exam of question to byte mane ki nibble mane ki. So nibble is kitya hobo? So a group of 8 bits is called a byte. Next a group of 4 bits. A group of 4 bits is called a nibble. Okay. So আমি চাৰিটা বিট লগ লাগিলে কি বুলি কোৱা হয় এটা নিবল বুলি কোৱা হ'ব আৰু 8 বিট লগ লাগিলে কি বুলি কোৱা হ'ব বাইট বুলি কোৱা হ'ব. Now smallest measuring unit to হ'ব তোমাৰ 8 bit or 1 byte. Okay, so এটো হ'ব memory measuring units of a computer. Very important memory measuring units. So next we have already discussed the primary memory or main memory. Next we will discuss the secondary memory. We discussed the secondary memory devices or secondary memory unit. First time know the difference between the primary memory and secondary memory. So difference between primary or main memory and secondary or auxiliary memory. Okay, auxiliary. So number one difference, primary memory is fast. Primary memory is fast memory. Is fast, whereas secondary memory is slow. This is called the slow memory. Slow. Next, number 2, the storage capacity of primary memory is low. Storage capacity, limited storage capacity. Whereas the storage capacity of secondary memory devices are higher than primary. So limited storage capacity, whereas here it can store large amount of larger storage capacity. Okay, storage capacity. Next, number 3. Primary memory or main memory is classified into RAM and ROM, whereas secondary memory has no classification. That means secondary memory no classification applied. Next, number 4, primary memory or main memory is called the internal memory. internal memory, whereas secondary or auxiliary memory is called the external memory. Okay, so these are the main differences between primary memory or secondary memory. So first ki palo, number one, primary memory is fast memory. Etu ki boli koa hai? Fast memory because it is directly connected with the CPU. Ki hoi thake CPU logot directly attached hoi thake karone here the primary memory is fast, whereas secondary memory is slowly koise. Next, number two, primary memory has a limited storage capacity. Here storage capacity to limited, whereas secondary memory has the higher storage capacity. That means we can store large amount of data and information into the secondary memory devices. So we will discuss the different secondary memory devices. So ki thakibo primary memory device kore our primary memory to secondary memory device bilakot ami ki koribo paru, we can store large amount of data and informations. So next, primary memory is classified into, already we have discussed RAM, random access memory, and ROM, and also RAM has again divided into static RAM, dynamic RAM. ROM is again divided into EPROM, next PROM, EPROM, and PRM, whereas secondary memory has no classification. Here ki nai secondary memory no bhag nai. Next, number 4, primary memory or main memory is called the internal memory. So it is also called the internal memory, whereas secondary or auxiliary memory is called the external memory. So here ki boli koa hai? Primary memory internal memory boli koa hai, and secondary memory ki boli koa hai? External memory boli koa hai. So these are the main differences between primary and secondary memory. This is very important. So you will get the question in exam question baba, what are the difference between primary memory and secondary memory. So ekita monot rakhiba primary aru secondary, aru ami pisot bhalkoi note bila dime, thik ase. So now we will discuss the secondary memory devices. Look here, secondary memory or auxiliary memory. So we know that secondary memory devices are used to store large amount of data and information. Ami ki koribo paru? Secondary memory device bilakot large amount of information ki koribo store koribo paru. So the different examples of secondary memory devices are, so we will get different secondary memory devices, and the secondary memory devices are mainly divided into three. Normally three. Eta hobo magnetic storage device, magnetic storage device, Next, number 2, optical storage device, optical media, magnetic media, optical media or storage device. And number 3, flash memory, flash storage device, flash memory flash storage device. Okay, so secondary memory devices are divided into these three types. Now, what is magnetic storage device? Magnetic storage device magnetic storage device normally magnet thake, aru ki thakibo, it has read and write head. So every secondary devices contains protiju secondary device ki thakibo read and write head thakibo. So first time jikono ami jodi suppose example sao hard disk ba CD DVD bilakot sao, DVD ki ase ROM ase ba CD ROM ase ba hard disk ase, first time it will read the information. Prothomote ki kori lobo, first time read kori lobo information bilak, tar bisote I write koribo. So a magnetic storage device or example, number 1, hard disk. Hard disk to jana no, hard disk, it can store large amount of data and information. Number 2, CD or CD or hard disk. Next, floppy disk. Floppy disk. So these are the types of magnetic storage device. Next, optical or optical. It is like the glass type or device. Again, optical will be. So examples of optical storage device: CD, next DVD, etc. These are called the optical storage device. And flash storage device. Flash storage or in flash storage device, pen drive. Here optical storage or Blu-ray discs. Blu-ray discs. Next, flash storage device, pen drive. Next, memory card, etc. Okay, so these are the examples of secondary memory devices that is used to or that are used to stores large amount of data and information. আমি কি কৰিব পাৰো এইবিলাক থ্ৰুদি with the help of these devices we can store large amount of information and data. So in the magnetic storage devices, floppy disk. So in floppy disk is the oldest magnetic storage device which is used to store small amount of data. So floppy disk bilagot ki kora asile agote oldest buli koa ase, oldest one is the oldest storage device buli koa ase that is used to store a small amount of data. Ami ekebare kom data store koribo paro. That means we can import and export data from one computer to another computer. Eta computer or pura an eta computer loi niar babe he ki ase floppy disk bilak use kore ase. Due to the kihor babe floppy disk storage capacity low babe etia egla ki hoy market ot eta egla use kora no hoy tare pisot ki tumar hard disk. So in hard disk to jana no ekon hard disk mane hard disk look here. This is hard disk. Ekhon laptop or hard disk de tumar desktop or hard disk to damar hobo. So in hard disk is called the magnetic storage device. So remember one point is that every secondary devices contains one read and write head. So yata ki thakibo yate read or write head ase. So first time it will when you store any amount of data kiba jodi data store kora first time it will read the information prothomote yat ki koribo read koribo information bila. So after that it will write it prothomote read koribole tar bisote write kore. So we can store large amount of information and data in this device. Ami ei device ot ki koribo paro large amount of data ba information bilak store koribo paro. So yate ki thakibo the hard disk memory store information on one or more circular disks or plates. Here inside this one, a hard disk konor bitorot ki thakibo you will get the place enekwa circular plate thakibo. Enekwa plate thakibo. Okay, enekwa plate thakibo. So with the help of this plate, a plate or disk, this is called the plate or disk, and when it stores data, je store kore data eila ki hoy na it rotates continuously, e rotate hoye ঘুরি থাকে ঘুরি পেলাই কি করে ই স্টোর করে ইনফরমেশন গুলা এই প্লেট গুলা কো স্টোর করে. ওকে, সো ইট ইজ ভেরি ফাস্ট. এটো বহুত ফাস্ট বলি কোৱা আছে এই স্টোরেজ ক্যাপাসিটি ইয়াৰ বহুত আৰু এই ভেরি ফাস্ট বলি কোৱা আছে হার্ড ডিস্ক টু. সো ইট ইজ কল্ড দা magnetic storage device বুলি কোৱা হয়. ওকে, and in hard disk information is recorded in bands. এই information bila ei band bila ko record hoye thake, ei band bila ko record hoye thake, ila band boli ba, this is called the band. Ei band bila ko record hoye thake, and band is also called ei band bila ko ami ki boli ko, this is called the track boli ko hai, track. So ete jodi enekwa ki thakibo band, ei banding bila ko ei band is also called the track. And in tracks data and informations are stored. Ei data by information bila store hoye thake, ei track bila store hoye thake. So eto hard disk paibo ame. So next, optical storage device number 2. In optical storage device the examples are CD, next DVD, Blu-ray discs. these are the examples of this device. E device or example. So we can store. আমি store কৰিব পাৰো CD store কৰিব CD to জানে CD ROM দেখিছা CD ROM দেখিছা না এটো CD বা DVD ROM this is called the DVD এটো DVD so here in DVD ROM when we insert the CD বা DVD ইয়াতে যদি আমি কি কৰিম CD নাই বা DVD এখন insert কৰো যদি কি হ'ব first time it will read the information so first time কি থাকিব here it contains the read and write head এখানে বসময় remember one important point is that every secondary memory devices প্রতিটো secondary memory device ore কি আছে এটা reader or write head থাকে so প্ৰথমতে when you insert the CD ইয়াতে বা CD or DVD এখন insert কৰি দিয়া প্ৰথমতে কি কৰিব first time it will read the information after reading the information it will write it প্ৰথমতে পঢ়ি লয় পঢ়াৰ পিছতে ই শো কৰে so this is called the আমি CD খনক কি বুলি কম CD DVD বা Blu-ray discs এইবিলাকক কি বুলি কম optical storage device or example বুলি কম now here the capacity A based on the storage capacity এই storage capacity ৰ ওপৰত বেস কৰি পেলাই কি আছে CD আছে DVD আছে Blu-ray discs আছে so the capacity of CD is just 700 MB of data এতে কি কৰিব পাৰো এখন CD আমি মাত্ৰ 700 MB data store কৰিব পাৰো 700 MB হে হয় so here DVD the storage capacity of DVD is higher than CD CD kori ya storage capacity to বেছি and again the storage capacity of Blu-ray discs is higher than CD and DVD এখানে কি different optical device বিলাক আছে and again difference between CD DVD Blu-ray discs the quality of the resolution মানে হল pixel quality বলি কম আমি the resolution of DVD is higher than CD DVD যেটো resolution হ'ব হেতু কি হল কৰি ভাল CD কৰি ভাল and whereas আৰু ইয়াতে কি পাম আমি Blu-ray discs the resolution of মানে that is the pixel quality of Blu-ray discs is higher than DVD বা CD কৰি ভাল এখানে কি হয় different so optical storage devices are used so DVD to আমি কি পাম you will get 128 GB এরপর আছে DVD 64 GB DVD is 64 GB 128 GB etc capacity next in Blu-ray discs you will get the different storage capacities Blu-ray discs in Blu-ray discs high definition কৰিব পাৰো ভিডিওস বিলাক store কৰিব পাৰো এই Blu-ray discs is like the CD or DVD CD বা DVD নিচিনা but here the resolution the pixel quality of Blu-ray discs is higher than CD and DVD okay so these are called the optical storage device and next number 3 flash memory device বা flash storage device সৰ ভিতৰত কি কৰিব pen drive memory card etc are the examples of flash memory devices so with the help of this device so pen drive to jana memory card jana so we can store large amount of information and data so আজিকালি pen drive তোমাৰ কি 512 GB লৈকে ওলাইছে so latestly কি আছে coming up তোমাৰ 1 TB 2 TB লৈকে আহি আছে pen drive so এতিয়া লৈকে কিমান আছে তোমাৰ 512 GB লৈকে ওলাইছে pen drive so we can store up to 512 GB data pen drive for maximum কৰিব পাৰো so memory card তো জানা মোবাইল বিলাকৰ memory card লগোৱা হয় কিছুমান মোবাইলত memory card থাকে আৰু কিছুমানত memory card নাথাকে হয়নে so আমি কি কৰিব পাৰো memory card মোবাইলত লগাব পাৰো so these are called the flash storage device so why is called the flash storage device yate kyo flash storage device bole koa hoise yate ki na thake in magnetic storage device bilak moving hoy thake when it stores data that store koribo it will move kori thake ghuri thake rotates continuously yate ki speed dora ki hoye rotate hoy ghuri thake whereas optical storage device bilakot ki thake yare first time it will read the information read and write information yo ki thake hoy thakibo optical storage device bilakot magnetic storage device or nisina ই কি কৰে ফার্স্ট টাইম ইনফরমেশন বিলাক ৰিড কৰি থাকিব বাট ইন ফ্লাশ স্টোরেজ ডিভাইস কি নহয় ই মানে রোটেশন হয় rotates নহয় কাৰণে ইয়াক কি বুলি কোৱা হয় this is called the flash storage device বুলি কোৱা হয় okay so এইটা আমি কি কম these are the examples of secondary memory devices clear so one question is that the question will be to so suppose you have one 512 MB one ki ase memory card ase okay you have one 512 MB of memory card clear tumare one 512 MB memory card ase thik ase now how much GB it occupies ki kiman GB occupy koribo kiman GB occupy kori ase 512 MB lekhon memory card ase kiman GB occupy koribo so 512 MB means already got 1024 MB is equivalent to 1 GB. Therefore, 512 MB means it occupies half GB of data. Half GB of data. Iki koribo half GB of data occupies koribo. Yeah. So this is the second essential unit of computer is memory unit and it is essential units of every computer that stores large amount of data and information. আমি যদি কি কৰিব লাগে large amount of data and information store কৰিব লাগে তেতিয়াহলে কি লাগিব memory unit is the essential units of the computer. So second part to by essential units are next we will discuss the third unit of a computer. 3 number unit number 3 CPU. CPU মানে জানো না Central Processing Unit. CPU. So another essential units of a computer is Central Processing Unit, which is used to কি কারণে ইউজ করা হয় or this is called the heart or brain of the computer. Computer or brain বুলি কোৱা হয় that controls all the input and output devices connected to the CPU. ইয়াক কি বুলি কোৱা আছে brain না বা heart বুলি কোৱা আছে যিয়ে নেকি all the peripheral devices that is now what do you mean by peripheral devices the input and output devices connected to the CPU লগত connect হৈ থকা input আৰু output device বিলাকক আমি কি বুলি কম peripheral devices. So it controls all the input and output devices which is connected to the CPU are controlled by CPU. কি কৰিব CPU control কৰি থাকিব সব বিলাক. Therefore it is called the brain or heart of the computer. আমি brain বুলিও ক'ব পাৰো নাইবা heart বুলিও ক'ব পাৰো CPU. Okay, so এই প্ৰতিটো ডিভাইস হবে যেটো নেকি তোমাৰ কিহৰ লগত থাকিব CPU জানা নহয় CPU লগত কানেকচন হৈ থকা যিলা ইনপুট ডিভাইসেস মাউস কিবোর্ড স্ক্যানার output device printer speaker all the input and output devices are controlled by this unit. এই unit to control কৰি থাকিব. So এইখানে কি বুলি কোৱা আছে এটো brain বুলি কোৱা আছে. Okay, so CPU কি থাকিব mainly two sub units. Here দুটা sub units আছে. With the help of these two units, এই দুটাৰ জৰিয়তে কি কৰিব it controls all the devices. It control কৰি থাকিব and it directs also direction only. So number 1 CU means control unit. That means a CPU has two sub units. Number 1 control unit and number 2 ALU. ALU means arithmetic and logical unit. Okay. So with the help of the CU control unit. So a যেটো CPU sub unit আছে এই control unit or কাম কি so CU will controls all the devices so বিলাক device already পাইছো আমি CPU কি কৰে control কৰি থাকে input আৰু output device বিলাকো এই কোনে কন্ট্ৰোল কৰে এই CPU যেটো সাব ইউনিট আছে CPU কন্ট্ৰোল কৰি থাকিব all the input and output devices and it also directs the ALU ই কি কৰে ALU arithmetic and logical units of directs and guides the ALU direction দিব ALU guides কৰিব so what tasks are to be performed for example তোমার কি ইউজারে suppose user wants to perform an arithmetic operation that is plus minus multiplication division এই বিলাক কৰিব বিচাৰিছে so the CPU will direct the ALU কি কৰিব CPU direction দিব যে কি user wants to perform the arithmetic operation so therefore কি part of সোমাই যায় arithmetic portion of সোমাই যায় A arithmetic portion of সোমাই যায় and logical units so you will get different logical units কি পাম আমি logical operators আমি পাম logical operator and আছে তাৰপিছত পাই যাম and or not এইবিলাক পাম next আৰু relational operator আছে greater than equal less than equal not equal so these are the relational operator we'll discuss it later and logical operator and or not এইবিলাক পাই যাম আমি পিছত so all the arithmetic যদি হয় plus minus multiplication division ত যাব next if it is logical হয় then and or not equal or relation greater than less than equal less than equal not equal so all the arithmetic and logical operations are performed through this subunit এই subunit to through কি হয় perform hobo and it will কি কৰিব guides by CU এই CU guide কৰি দিব বা direct দিব যেটো কৰিব বিচাৰিছে যদি user arithmetic operation কৰিছে বা arithmetic কিবা কাম কৰিছে so it will not display the logical result show নকৰে বা যদি user logical কি direction দিছে বা instruction দিছে then logical আহিব it will not display the arithmetic result so this is the sub units of CPU because এই দুটা sub units of 3D কি হয় যা all the input and output devices are controlled so therefore eto ki boli koha hai this is called the brain or heart of the computer boli koha hai so this is the essential units of a computer okay so thank you for today and next day we will discuss another essential units of a computer that is output unit ami output unit or bikhoye next day alochona korim so already ami kinita pai golu input memory unit and CPU okay so thank you for all